Sargassum seaweed is a floating brown algae and comprised of primarily two species, S. natans and S. fluitans, which are found in the Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, and Atlantic Ocean. In the otherwise desert of the open ocean, sargassum serves as an important habitat for many marine animals. It provides food, shade, and shelter from predators to fish, shrimp, crabs, and turtles. Sargassum has even been called the golden floating rainforest by the Sargasso Sea Alliance. Sargassum also provides many benefits to us, including uses in the food and pharmaceutical industry. Sargassum that ends up on our beaches provides sand dune support. People even use it as fertilizer. However, excessive amounts of sargassum on the beach can be a real nuisance. It stinks. In addition to hurting tourism, these inundation events can be a real ecosystem problem if it smothers turtle nests and increases fish kills. And it seems like these inundation events are becoming more and more frequent. Despite sargassum's importance and influence in various ecosystems, it has been overlooked in many ways in terms of its role in the ocean. It has been known for many years that sargassum contains a class of organic compounds known as fluorotannins. You may typically think of tannins as giving tea its brown color. Sargassum fluorotannins are unique because they are made up of a single monomer or unit called fluoroglucinol. Through various linkages, fluorotannins are composed of a variety of fluoroglucinol polymers. Fluorotannins provide structural support for sargassum as well as antioxidant and antimicrobial defense. Fluorotannins also absorb sunlight and therefore provide protection from harmful ultraviolet radiation. We know that the ocean contains light-absorbing compounds too, termed color-dissolved organic matter, CDOM. CDOM plays numerous roles in aquatic environments, including absorbing the majority of ultraviolet radiation entering the water, influencing the underwater light field, producing and degrading reactive oxygen species, and cycling biologically important trace elements. The reason the term CDOM is so vague is that we don't know what these compounds are. In estuaries and coastal seas, we know that CDOM mostly comes from rivers that drain the land, like making coffee and soils the grounds. In the ocean, however, far away from rivers, the source of these important compounds as well as their structures are still largely unknown. So we wondered, could sargassum fluorotannins possibly be a source of marine CDOM? We know they contain light-absorbing compounds, but not much is known about how much they release. We set up tanks indoors with artificial blue LED lights and outdoors under full solar radiation. Over the day, we monitored how much organic matter sargassum releases. It turns out, in the presence of ultraviolet radiation outdoors, sargassum releases a lot more CDOM and fluorotannins. During these incubations, sargassum releases a lot of organic matter, about as much organic matter delivered to the Gulf of Mexico by the entire Mississippi River system. And they released the most organic matter when exposed to ultraviolet radiation from the sun. In that way, sargassum creates its own sunscreen by releasing marine CDOM or fluorotannins into the surrounding waters. So, scientists who care about CDOM should consider the contribution of sargassum in the future.